Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Long hiatus. But I was actually preparing to record some videos for something else, and I realized how much I miss my YouTube. I've transitioned over to TikTok because that's just kind of where we are with a lot of things, but my YouTube has a special place in my heart because it came from the mentoring group that I started, Fit for Your Purpose, and I had actually zero desire to start a YouTube channel, and a friend of mine kind of pushed me in that direction, and it's been good, and I miss it. I don't know if I'll continue to do it like this or if I'll revamp it. I don't know, because I'm in this season of shift and change and all of the above. And so as I thought to record a video, I thought this is a perfect opportunity to just kind of share the end of a chapter of my life as I get ready to step into a new one. And so I've entitled this video Moving on Faith, because that is exactly where I am, where I have been. And there's a lot that comes with that. So just to kind of catch everybody up a little bit. So at time of recording, it is the end of May 2024. And as of June of 2024, my daughter and I are moving on faith. For me, back home to California, my daughter will be attending college in the fall, majoring in film in LA area. And I am going to land in one of two places. The place that I thought I was going, God shut the door on that. I am going to another location. And as of the time of recording, y'all, I am out of here in 22 days, out of my apartment and all of those sorts of things. And I don't have a job. I have a job, but I don't have a job. That's kind of a complicated situation in and of itself. But there's a lot in this faith journey. Whenever somebody has asked me before about moving to one of the most expensive states in the United States, the place that I was born and raised, that I know is very expensive, I've always given the same response, and it's that I am moving on faith. And I feel a book coming out of that for some reason. I feel something else coming out of that because there has been a lot of moments in this journey of mine that have been extremely difficult, some that have been wonderful, amazing, miraculous, and everything in the middle. And I can only attribute that to the grace and the blessing of God, because there's no way that I could be sitting here with a high level of joy. I may not be happy all the time, but with a ultimate level of joy, knowing that God has had my back this whole entire journey. Not only my back, but my daughter's back, and has, there's been highs and lows. And I've often said that for me, it's been a 7-year journey. My life did not start or end at the time that I got divorced in 2017. But from the time that I got divorced to the year that I am moving, it is 7 years. And many of you know there's a lot of significance spiritually in numbers. And 7 is the number rather, of completion. And 8 is the start of new beginnings. And here's a little fun fact. I will be 44 next month. 4 and 4 is 8. And so I look at these little moments, these little signs from God, if you will, to know that I am headed in the right direction, even though, and this goes back to my very, very, very first mentoring meeting, and my girls know, and many of them would repeat the message to me, and I always said it wasn't mine, but it was a word that I had for them, to do it afraid. And that is what I am doing. There are moments where I wake up and I am terrified of what's to come, not knowing when you can't see around the corner. But that's exactly the definition of what faith is, right? Faith of not knowing where you're going to live, where you're going to work, who's going to be in your life, who's not going to be in your life. All of these things take a level of faith. And I have prided myself on being a person of faith, but also being human and stepping into that space of knowing that, of leaning into the fear that is there, and the doubt and the what ifs, and, all the, innocent comments that often come of like, why are you moving there? It's so expensive. How are you doing that? Why there? Why? And then try to block out all of those things. It's a full-time job. It's a full-time job, y'all. So we are moving on faith, and literally and figuratively. And so I'm sharing that because I know I'm not alone. I know there are people out there that have goals, have dreams. It could be in the form of a career. It could be in the form of where you're going to live. A lot of the things that I'm dealing with all at one time. It could be school. I have a lot of my former students who are off to grad school or they're reapplying to grad school, and you just don't know what's next. And it's scary. It is so scary to live on that narrow path, the path that not a lot of people are on. It's scary because a lot of people, whether it's intentional or not, may not be supportive. They may not get it, right? And sometimes you just want somebody to get it, right? So you can have that bad day and say, I am scared out of my mind. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trusting God that this is going to work out and hoping for the best. And we just don't know. And so when you're on that road alone, it can be downright scary, but it is doable. And so for each of you who are on that path by yourself in whatever capacity that is, whether it's a career, whether it's a job, even relationships, God has, I am in a season right now where it is just me and nobody else. There's not a partner to lean on. There's not somebody to say, you know what, it's okay to be scared. There, you know, you got this. I'm gonna be here. There's none of that. God has removed, and God has, you know, taken away, and God has said, no, that's not for you. God has said, you know, you got it. For whatever reason, I had to do this by myself. And it's the most humbling thing when somebody will come to me and say, Favor, Professor Campbell, you know, you inspire me, you motivate me. And inside I'm just terrified. And so my goal is always to come across like a real person and share and hope that it inspires somebody to live out their purpose, to live their goals, because I get it. I totally get it. In this new chapter and this new season of my life, which I'm so excited about, I look forward to all the newness that God has for me. The people that he will bring into my life, the job, the place I live, the church I attend, every space in my life I look forward to, and look forward to the lives that I can impact and help and all of those things. So I hope by me sharing this, I hope there's encouragement in there for somebody. God's grace gets us so far, you know, but we got to be willing to submit to that. We got to be willing to say, you know what, this isn't right for me. I want to do what God has designed me and purposed me for, but it takes moving on faith. And so I hope that helps somebody. As always, I hope you have a wonderful week or weekend. I haven't done a video in so long, I kind of forgot how I ended it, but I hope you have a wonderful week or weekend, and I will see y'all on the next video.